In working with arrays, there are two ways to search the array to find information that you want. The first way is what's known as the linear search method, which works for a smaller set of numbers, but if you have thousands upon thousands of numbers, you're going to want to use the other approach, which I'll show you in a little bit. But this linear search method, I'm going to show you in using our passing methods example as well. So right here I have a list or an array of numbers from 2 to 20 with just the even numbers. So we're going to be able to search this pretty easily, and what we want to return is the index number. That's what we want to return. So I'm going to first ask the user for the user to enter a number. So we're going to ask them to enter a number, see if it's here. I'm going to call it int find this equals keyboard.next integer. There we go. Now I'm going to pass down to this method both find this and the array of numbers. So go outside here and call it public static integer, because that's what we're going to return, the index number, which is an integer. And we're going to call it find index. It's going to receive the array, so we'll call it numbers. And we're also going to receive an integer called search, because that's what we're searching for. We're going to go ahead and set this up first and then pass it down. So inside of our search here, for int I equals 0, I is going to be less than numbers.length. We're going to increase I by 1 each time. This here ends our for loop. This here ends find index method. Now, all we're looking to do here is see if search absolutely equals our numbers of I. If that's the case, and this here ends our if, we return I. Otherwise, we return -1. And we need to put this return statement outside of our for loop so that we guarantee that we have a correct answer. And I just want to delete this space. And there we go. Now, to review, we're going to pass down our, we're going to pass down our array to the new method. So we do not use the brackets when we do this. So system.out.println, because we're going to print out the result, we're going to call on find index. The first thing of the two parameters we need to pass down is our array, which is list, and then we also need to pass down find this. And it's going to print out if it found our number. So let's take a look. It's asking for the index number, and I'm going to go ahead and start with 6. So it should return the number 2, which it did. If I type in 12, that's in the 1, 3, 5th position. Correct. If I type in 11, it returns -1 because 11 is not part of the list. That is using the linear approach to find the different numbers, because it's going to keep checking to see if it's there. But it's going to only move from left to right, which again, with a lot of different numbers, is a very long approach. That's all I have for this lesson.